Hello everyone, welcome to another tutorial. In this tutorial episode we are going to look at how to update customer details. So in this case we are going to work on this button here. As you can see, currently when we click on it there is no functionality. So I would like us to go to the customers.blade. So inside views, Livewire, customers.blade, and inside here I would like us to give functionality to the edit button, this one here. And so what we are going to do, we are going to use wire navigate, and then we are going now to have the link. So href, in this case we will be visiting a link that is /customers and then the customer ID, customer ID, and then /edit. So that will be the edit route. We're going to save it. If we go back and refresh our page and attempt to click on edit, now you can see it says the route not found, and that one is okay because we actually have not created that route. So now we go to web.php and we are going to create that route. We are going to have route get. In this case we are going to have customers and then the ID. So in this case we can use dependency injection customer and then edit. So that will be our route. But then I would like to first of all post this one here. Let me just comment it out. First of all, we create that component before we include it because it will create for us an error. So let us do the command to create an edit customer component. PHP artisan make Livewire. In this case we will call it edit customer, like that, and it is created. Now I can continue and type in whatever it is that I wanted to do here. So you put a comma and have edit customer class, like that, and then we can be able to import the class above here. So I will just copy one of the things that we have here. Already we have it edit customer, I think it is there. So it should be use app Livewire edit customer, like that, and then we will save it. Now when we go to our edit customer here, of course it is rendering a view which is livewire.edit customer. So if we go to the views Livewire edit customer, we can be able to see our template. But since whatever it is that we're going to have here is similar to what we're having in create customer, I would like to just copy everything that we have here and come and paste it here, like that. I'm going to save, and then the only thing that we are going to change is the route to which this form will be submitted. So inside the form wire submit, this one I'm going to change to edit, to maybe update customer, because it will be the one that you'll be using to save now the edited details of a customer. Every other thing I think can remain the way it is. And then now we will go to the edit customer class and be able to do a few things there. I need to push this one a little bit down such that you're able to visualize everything that you'll be working on. So now I want to just go ahead and create several properties. So we can have public. The first one is customer, like that. And then the next one is we are going to have it as the next one we are going to have it as name. And then we will also have another one, email. And then you have another one, phone, like that. So now after that, I would like to have a mount hook. So we are going to have public function mount, like that. And inside here, using dependency injection, we can be able to have customer, like that. And then inside this function, we can be able to now set labels. Now what we are going to have is that for the first thing that we are going to have is that we are going to set this customer. So in this case, whatever it is that is in this, we are going to set a value to this variable here. So we are going to say this customer is the same as customer. In this case, this customer that we are talking about, we are setting this to the value that is being passed here by dependency injection. When you look at what we have here using root model binding, we are passing a customer. So when the customer is received, then this customer values, or in this case the array of the customer, then we are passing it to the mount hook. So then whatever it is that we have here, which is what we are referring to as this customer, now we will set it to the customer details. And then of course now we can be able to go inside and be able now to set the other value. So we can say this name, now it will be customer name. So in this case we can have it as customer name. Again, we are getting it from this instance here, and then I'll be able to copy the others downwards like that. We have email, and then this one is also going to be email, and then we are going to have phone, and this one is going to be phone, like that. After that we will save. And then now if we are to refresh now, as you can see, we are lacking the customer model, so that is where the error is coming from. So here I'll just say use app models customer, like that, and save. And I think that you'll be able to clear whatever error that we are having. So now you can see all the details are being set in our form, like that. Now let us go ahead and be able to save when we submit. Now if we are to check in our edit customer component, in this case view, we have update customer. So this is what I'm going to use. Let me just change this to capital C such that you have it like that. I'm going to create a class. I mean, not a class, but a function inside our edit customer class. Inside here, and we can even have it after. Yeah, we can even have it here. Doesn't really matter where we put it. Public function. Then now you paste that in, and then inside here we can be able even to now save our customer. So before we save this customer, we can go ahead and do validation. in a similar fashion. And so I will go to our create customer, and in create customer we had validation, and I will copy this. I will modify it a little bit. So inside save we created in our previous tutorial video. Obviously, if you have not taken a look at it, you can just be able to modify and have things look like this. So what I want us to remove is this unique customers. This one is what I want us to remove, and also this one where we are validating and ensuring that the phone number is unique, because already this phone number is in the database. So if we leave it there, then we have issues. And then of course for the phone, you can decide the minimum the number of digits that you require, but in this case, just to ensure that our string is safe, I have put it to a maximum of 255. Now I would like to just check if everything is working, so I would like to delete everything here and maybe even here, and see if we attempt to submit an empty form, what happens. So it's submitting, and then it is update customer. Yes, I've not saved, because this one I've put it to be capital, and the other one I think it was singular. So let us go to edit customer class. That's the reason why we're having that error. It is supposed to be update customer, and have I saved it? I think I have saved it. Why is it giving me an error? So copy, let us go to the class. It's supposed to be update customer, and I think it's okay like that, but I'm having unable to call component public method update customer, not found on component. So let me refresh and then submit and see. There's nothing that is happening. So let us remove this and submit. Oh, the name field is required. So now it's working. It's working perfectly. So even if we are to remove every other thing, I guess it had just not updated. So when I click submit, now you can see all the others, they're saying that they are required. But of course, inside our edit customer .blade, in this case in our Livewire component view, we can be able to just change this to update customer, like that. So now this one now will be perfect. So I want to add another name, William Juma, and the email williamjuma@example.net, and then the number I want to add 2 more digits, submit, and now it's submitted. Only that we can only be able to confirm if we come back and refresh here. But in fact it's not yet updated, because we have not been able to create a provision for it. The only thing that we are doing right now, we have done up to validation. Sorry for that. We cannot be able to update as at now, because the only thing that is doing is validation, and afterwards nothing. So now let us go ahead and save. In this case, for us to be able to save, we are going to just say this customer, this, sorry, I'm typing wrongly, this customer, and then update, and then we are just going to pass in the data that has been validated, like that, and that you'll be able to update our customer details. And then I also want to do a little bit of flash messaging, and I will do it using a session. So we're going to have session flash, like that, and then we are going to pass in success message, and then now we can be able to just say customer updated successfully, like that. of course you have to go and handle that, but then I want us to redirect to the customer, so we can say return, and then this redirect, and we are redirecting to customers like that. If we leave it like this, it will redirect, yes, but it will have a reload. For us to be able to ensure that it redirects nicely the way a single page application goes, we can say navigate through, like that, and that will be able to handle everything for us like that. So we want to return to the initial page, and which is this page here, once we are able to edit. Now let us go ahead and just do a little bit of handling of flash messaging, and of course for the other messages you can be able to handle in a similar way. This one we have called it success, so it's the only one that I'm going to handle in our and we are going to put it in customers.blade, because that is where all the other requests to be redirecting to. So let's go ahead and do that. And so I can be able to put it before the table, after the create button. I think that's a good place to have it. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put the usual Laravel, the way we can be able to do the session for Laravel. But what I can do in this case, just to show you something, probably I can be able to go ahead and create a component for that. So I can say PHP artisan make Livewire, and then let us call it success message in this case, or maybe we can just call it messages flash. Let us call it flash hyphen message, like that, and then I will hit enter. And of course we are going to have flash message.blade, and inside here, inside the diff, what we are going to do is to just check if there is any message that is being passed, and in this case I'm only checking for success. So if you want to check for the others, you will do in a similar fashion. So if session has, if session has success, like that, and then of course we can have at end if, that way. And then inside here I want us to have a div with a class, bootstrap class of alert success, like that, and then we can be able to close that div. And then inside here we can be able to just shout the session message. So in this case we can just say session, like that, and say success, that way. I think that is perfect. It will be able to capture whatever it is that we want to do here. Now once we have it here, we have to include it in our customers.blade. And if we want to include a component here, we can just put include it as follows. We can just have Livewire, and what have we called it? We have called it flash message. That is the name of our component. Then we can close that tag like that, and that will be good enough. Now we can be able to return a flash message. So let's go ahead and attempt to edit. So we can click edit, and I will call this William Juma the way we attempted to do previously, then Juma like that, and I want the phone number sort of to end with 22. Then once we do that, now you can see customer updated successfully, so we are able to do the flash messaging. Of course, there is something that I did not do for when we were creating the customer in our create customer component. So there is something that I'm going to copy also from our edit customer in the update method, whereby we are having a session, we are flashing success message, and then we are redirecting to customer. So I'm going to copy all this and I'm going to put it in create customer. Okay, because initially once we created the customer, I showed you how to reset the form, but in this case we do not require to do that because we will redirect away. And then now this one should be customer created, not updated, created successfully. So that is all that I wanted to share in this episode of the tutorial series. Thank you very much for following up until this point. If you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe, and if you like the video, you can give it a thumbs up, you can share, and you can also be able to comment below if there is an issue that you would want to talk. Also, if you like the video, you can comment below. Thank you very much.